10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh no. We're live again once again. San Antonio. You know me. Me make crazy podcasts. You never know what the hell's gonna happen. But hey, you wouldn't tune in if you thought you knew what was gonna happen. We're gonna throw things a little off tonight. But before we do, you know me. I gotta make fun of the president a little bit. No, I'm not gonna make fun of him. It's getting boring making fun of him. I can eat some cereal. Anybody have any? Oh well. Just thought I'd ask though. We're gonna do something a little different tonight. We're gonna listen to a little comedy that was pre-recorded on a podcast just recently, and it's called Throwing Shade. They have a bunch of guests that are the host of this podcast, so we're gonna listen to see what they have to say. But first, do you realize that it's been a long time since I've heard of Rush Limbaugh? He actually has a podcast. You know? Although there's nothing wrong with it, I'm sure. Maybe. But if it's anything like his radio show was, I'm not sure. Never heard it. So, of course, I could say something, but I'd probably get told off by Rush Limbaugh then. Of course, that would definitely make it interesting, wouldn't it? I'd take Rush Limbaugh to tell me off. I bet somebody'd like that. Yeah. Hey, you never know. I wouldn't mind Rush Limbaugh if he wanted to come over here and have a chat with me. I could let him host the show, but he'd probably insult a bunch of my listeners and I wouldn't have an audience at all. That would be a real bummer. Yeah. Actually, you probably know that you probably don't know too much about me because you never really did a cast on Get to Know the Host like I did before, but again, it was never aired. Partly my fault because I was still considered a newbie, as they put it, or whatever you want to call it. Either way, do you realize that Tuesday it is Halloween? Supposedly the spookiest day of the year. I'm not sure yet. I'll let you know when I take the mask off that I've been wearing all year. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do this year. So, all you big kids, you small kids, wherever you may be, what are you going to be for Halloween? Are you going to go out and get a bunch of candy? I bet you are. Just remember, kids, go in groups, be safe, and watch out for cars. Especially if you live in San Antonio. They do not have brake pedals or turn signals here. Or, no wait, yes they do. They just choose not to use them sometimes. But that's another story. You gotta realize, I'm used to it. I'm from California. Yeah, California. Don't laugh. It's not funny. California right now is the most expensive place in the world to be outside of Hawaii or maybe Anchorage, Alaska. But again, who am I to say? I don't know, a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of most of the time. But that's another story. Anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed your weekend. You know it's the day before Halloweeny. And believe me, I'm sure all you people are going to dress up, even you big kids. I'm sure there's somebody out there that will give you candy. I would. Heck, if my kids were still small, I'd take them trick-or-treating. I'd even dress up, but, you know, probably wouldn't look right with no kids. Well, actually, I could go get my daughter's kids, but she probably wants to do that. Give her something to do anyway. Anyway, I hope y'all are out there listening. I know there's a lot more listeners now, a lot more states listening. I know Barbados is still listening. If you're out there listening, hello. I hope all is good with you. I know Colorado and Nevada and Missouri, Chicago, and all of them are listening. Hopefully y'all have kept your thoughts and prayers on Nevada, because they're going to come back, and they're going to come back strong. They will rebound just like the Florida Keys did, just like the coast of Texas did. Hopefully that Mexico and their earthquake is turned out alright. I haven't heard too much about it, but all seems to be well. I'm sure it is the 30th day of October. Actually, it's my friend's brother's birthday today, unfortunately, but he probably won't be celebrating it too much. But anyway, if you're listening, Paul Jr., happy birthday. You know who this is, and your big mouth, whatever you want to call me. Anyway, yeah, they let crazy people like me do podcasts now. That's the unusual part. If you don't know, we are live. Speakerstudio.com. God knows if I remember you're supposed to enter in. Of course, you guys probably already know it. You tune in all the time. But anyway, if you go to speakerstudio.com, make sure you use the listener side of it. There's a listener side and a place to go for like people like me that don't know what they're doing. I mean, for people like me that's supposed to be there. Of course, I don't know. Sometimes I'm not sure if I should be doing it. Half the time I can't think of any ideas usually. But I've come up with some good ideas actually. But hey, you know how to work it. It's speakerstudio.com/ They will be throwing shade tonight, and the special guest speaker will be Kay Cannon. She'll be hosting that riot, I suppose, or whatever they call those things. But it is the 30th day of October 2017. I am Brian, and of course, if I could ever find somebody to want to do it with me, or want to, maybe insult you people, insult each other a little bit. No, we're not going to insult each other tonight. We're just going to chit-chat. We still have a president that thinks being on Twitter is more fun, and he's a follower of the podcast. Of course, I know what he's following, but I decided to follow him back. I don't know why. I'm almost scared to. For fear his low rating would rub off on me. He's great at having his people send me dirty emails because I make fun of him. Well, if he'd stay off Twitter and be a president for a change, that would be different. It's amazing. If I would have known that you didn't have to do anything, you didn't have to be in politics, you didn't know nothing, I could have ran for president. I wonder if you guys would have voted for me. How many think that I should run for president? I don't think I should, because I don't think I'd want the job. Because I think I'd have a lower rating than Trump would. Most likely. But I'm probably not as outspoken as that asshole is, but again, what do I know? Oh, here you go. Trump recently released 2,800 documents about JFK assassination. How do you guys feel about that? Do you think he had any business releasing JFK's paperwork about the assassination, especially 2,800 pages worth? I think that's kind of an insult and a slap in the face to the family, I think. What do you think, guys? Why don't you tell me at bdhammond45@gmail.com. Or you can always call me if you want. It's 210-850 I don't even know my own number, but anyway, you can still call it 210-708-8701. Or I will turn on the chat feature. You can send text, ask questions, or if you want, you can still call in at the 210 number, or you can email me at bdhammond45@gmail.com. Anytime, I will do my best to answer them. Just curious, what do you think? Do you think Trump had a right to do that? I don't think so. Hey, Rush Limbaugh, I know you're a big mouth. You out there? You're listening to this. What do you think about that? I don't think he had any right to release those papers. I think that was kind of cold. I mean, it's bad enough he was assassinated. Don't you think the family suffered enough, people? Come on now. Let's get with the program. We have bigger and better things to do, Trump, than waste our time releasing those documents. That was years and years ago that happened. Although it is important and it is sad and it's not good, but that was a long time ago, and we got bigger and better things to worry about right now than that. So again, thank you for staying on Twitter, but let's not be running JFK's name and his family through the mud anymore. They've had enough. Hello, you're the commander-in-chief. Let's commander-in-chief instead of worrying about what other people are doing, saying, thinking, and what other documents you think you should send out so the whole world can find out about it now. I mean, JFK was assassinated, what, back in the 60s? Mid-60s, somewhere in there? I wasn't a twinkle in my mom's eye. Although, it's still sad to hear. Of course, what's sadder is our President of the United States that has bigger fish to fry has time to send out 2,800 documents. Or to release them. Why? I think there's better things to do with your time, Trump. How about ISIS? Terrorists wanting to kill us? How about that Chinese guy over in North Korea, the Kim Jong-un or whatever his name is? I know he's not hung. He's too short. Oh, he's a big mouth. All he does is talk, just like Trump does. He don't do nothing. You know, Trump, if you spent more time doing and less time talking, and less time insulting people or making people mad, or you people in the White House having your childish little fights and playing the silent treatment with one another, you might get more done. Try working across the party lines like you promised you would, Trump. Oh, wait, forgot. You can't do that. Sorry. He's not a politician. I keep forgetting. Sorry. That would be somebody else. I don't know who, but it would be somebody else. I'm not a politician either. In fact, I'm biased. I hate everybody equally, so don't feel bad. But that's between me, you, and the thousands of people that are probably not listening. But if you are listening, yes, I did say that. And if you'd like to send me an email, it's bdhammond45@gmail.com. Feel free. I'll say it again. Anybody that sends me an email and complains, I mean, that's cool. If I remember correctly, this is still the United States, and we are still free to speak our minds. Unless we've entered the third world country, or went to Baghdad, or somewhere out there like that. Hey, let's go to North Korea. They'll welcome us with open cannons. Not. That'd be like going to New York City. No room for you. It's crowded enough without us being there. Anyway, that's another story. You know what? I hope you guys enjoyed your weekend. Ready for new work week. It is Monday. Unfortunately, I know Monday. The dreadful Monday blues. Hopefully it won't be that bad. It's supposed to be nice here. Hopefully it's nice where you're at. There is cold snaps hitting, but it is still unusually warm here during the day. Fortunately, it still jumps into the mid-70s, sometimes low 80s. Here, drops down into the 40s, mid-50s, 50s. Here in San Antonio, I don't know what it is. Had a lot of interesting things go on, none of which I remember. But if you stay tuned, we will find out. If you want to tune me in, you can do it live at Speaker.com. You can do it on my Facebook page. Or on Facebook. It's all over Facebook, I've noticed. I'm also on YouTube now. Well, I've been on YouTube, actually. I'm also on iTunes, iHeartRadio, and we are now syndicated on Amazon and the Alexa feature. Make sure you follow the prompts and how to download it or whatever you do with Alexa, whatever it is. I think she's just an automated girlfriend, but I don't know. I don't know too much about her. Never met her before. Anybody want to introduce me to Alexa? Nah, probably not. I'd probably insult her or offend her in some way. Hey, that's an idea. You know what? Maybe I can find some people that don't like